Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the Galactic Healing Circle for the month of May. And this month we're going to be diving deep into the void, okay? So I'm really curious actually as to how this month is going to be, because when I first tapped into it, I don't know, it was a little bit kind of up and down, you know, just a lot of, it felt like a month of cycles, whether it be emotional cycles, physical cycles, like one day feeling good and then the next day feeling not so good. Moon cycles, the importance of moon cycles. It just felt like a month of cycles. So I'm really curious as to how this month is going to be and the months going forward. And that's something that I want to point out as well, that within these circles, you can watch them at any point in time. So they are timeless. So even though every month we have a certain focus, you can actually review the circles, let's say on on this page or whatever, and you can rewatch any circle you want at any time. So you're definitely not restricted by the timing of the circles, okay? Because I find that sometimes we do a circle, but then the energy doesn't always hit until later on. So you can always do it that way, okay? So just waiting a little bit for people to come in. While I wait, I'm actually going to get my laptop because I want to make sure I keep track of the time. Hey Shayna, give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure I keep track of the time. Oh shoot, my laptop is in the room. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go into the room and get my laptop. Which is probably gonna die any second. Ooh. It's hard for me to keep track of time while I'm using my phone, you know? Hi Jamar, how are you? I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited too. Yeah, this month, I'm curious as to how it's gonna be. I just know I woke up this morning and I wasn't in the best state. I was feeling a bit emotional, but I feel like the past week or so has been like that for sure, where there's been a lot of clearing, but it's been feeling weird. It's like weird levels of like deep clearing. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but the clearing that's been happening, and even when I get grounded in myself, I feel different when I ground. It's just like, it's like a whole new level of being in yourself and self-awareness. Very strange, but I guess it's good. It's all good, you know? All right, so I got my laptop up and running. That's good to have it up and running too, just in case I have to look up anything. But yes, so I'm glad you all are here. I'm just gonna go down the list of names. And I'm really glad that I make this list because I almost forgot someone. I'm like, wait, somebody's missing, and then I had to add them last minute. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we have 14 people in this circle. Okay, now I'm nervous. I really hope I got everybody. Let's see. All right, so we got Tamika, Jamar, Shayna, Monica, Carolyn, Letitia, Swati, Crystal, who I see has just come in, Tavon, Carolina, Becca or Rebecca. I don't know. I like calling you Becca. Makazia, Bibiana, and Mega for today's circle. Okay, so I hope you all enjoy this circle. First thing I'm going to do is get started on the things that I picked up for the month of May 2020. So yeah, the month of May 2020 felt like a month of creativity and imagination. However, it also felt like a deep contemplative period as well. So it felt for me like a period of reflection. And what I'm getting right now is that that's because for many people, this is an in-between period. So for many people, this is a period where we're in between worlds, where maybe things have ended, but they haven't quite started anew just yet. So what I get the sense of is that this month will be a good time for us to be really honest with ourselves about what it is that we feel and what it is that we truly want, because going forward, what they're saying is that now this is your opportunity to really be clear about what it is that you want to, how you want to live. What is the kind of life that you would like to live? What is the kind of life that you would like to see yourself living? So I feel like they're saying they want people to really delve into the realm of imagination, not just when it comes to creating physically, but when it comes to creating on an etheric scale that can manifest into the physical realm. Because they really want people, they're saying, you know, this is your chance, you know, with everything that has changed, you know, going forward, things may never be the same again. And we've all had to make changes in the way that we relate to others and the way that we do things overall, you know. So it's important for you to really get clear, like, what is the kind of life that you would like to start building? You don't have to feel restricted like you did in the past, where maybe you felt like there were certain things holding you back, like mundane things, whether it be money, you know, finances, or just because of the structure that we had ourselves in for so long, maybe that was holding you back. But now is the time for you to really get clear, because things are shifting on such a level now that we have the ability to do that. Okay, so hi Tavan. The next thing that I sensed was that emotional stuff felt to be coming up. So it might be an emotional month. So what Spirit had told me was that it's going to be very important to honor the cycles of your body and to honor your emotions. What they also say too is that during this time, if you can't, because we all know what's going on, spend some time in water or near water. So if you could take a salt bath or something, or just drink more water. What I've been doing as well is listening to ocean waves. That has been so healing, everyone. Like when I listen to the ocean waves on, because my fiance has an Alexa, I don't want to say it too loud. When I use that, it's so healing and emotionally calming. So you can do that too. Anything that reminds you of the ocean, you can do as well. And what I get the sense of is that this is an emotional rebalancing. It's an emotional clearing, but it's to help get our emotions realigned and on track. Maybe for some people, their emotions have been way off, and you know, this whole thing has thrown them for a loop. What I get the sense of too, however, is that the month of May is going to bring an emotional renewal of some kind. So you may feel that once all of that debriding is over, you will feel refreshed and you'll feel better and you'll have increased energy. Okay, so that's another thing. Okay, that scared me. There's a piece of lint on the paper and I thought it was a bug. I almost shot out of here. So the next thing that I sensed for the month of May, that it's going to be a month to dive deep. That's why I called the circle what I did. Because besides it being a very contemplative period, it's going to be a very good time for you to dive deep into yourself, to really reflect on your feelings, but also your sense of intuition, okay? So you may feel extra sensitive, but you may also feel with that extra intuitive. You may feel things in your body more. So now it's not completely different, but there is a little bit of a difference between when you receive like a higher self upgrade. There's a difference between like the feeling that you get when you get like a higher self upgrade, and then when you get like an upgrade on like a body, like a soul level, like when it's more so deep, it feels different. So you may find when you get like a higher self sort of attunement or a higher realm attunement, you may find yourself like you get things very quickly, they come through on a mental level. But when you're feeling things more deeply in your soul and in your physical body, that feels different. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say slower, but it's a little bit more visceral. So that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be feeling in the month of May, more visceral feelings. So your intuition may start to call out to you through your physical body, through your emotions, okay? So again, I didn't say this before, May is going to be a growth period, okay? So the thing that I sensed was that May brings this feeling of like bursting through a cocoon. So it feels like a big period of growth during this month. I'm seeing if there's anything that comes with that. Pay attention to your dreams as well. calling your dream guide before you go to sleep to help to align you to beautiful dreams, but dreams that are just, that are clear and make more sense. The heck is going on outside? Lord have mercy. Anyway, so for the month of May, another thing that I sensed was the energy of mediumship. Crystal, yeah. Honestly, I've been trying to get out of that though, because I feel like I've been programmed since I was a kid to be terrified of bugs. And I'm like, is there really anything to be afraid of with bugs? I mean, I guess I can understand like big bugs, like, you know, and scorpions and stuff, like duh, like you could really get sick and probably die if you get stung by something like that. But like bumblebees and things like, so I'm like, do I really need to be scared of this stuff? That comes from my mom, because she used to go crazy when she would see a bug. I have stories to tell about my reactions to bugs. But yes, so May, mediumship felt important. So what I got the sense of is that your loved ones on the other side may come through more often during the month of May. That could very well be because May is kind of an emotional month. So because of that, you may find that you're drawing them in more, and because you're getting in touch with your feelings, you'll be able to sense the spirit realm more. So maybe set the intention to connect with your loved ones on the other side. What I get the sense of, honestly, is that your loved ones may feel what you're going through, so they may try to come in to support you, okay? What I got also before was that you can call an Archangel Azrael to help, okay? So he is the angel associated with those that have passed on, or those that work with those that have passed on. You know, I have to talk to him, actually. I'm curious because I haven't worked with Archangel Azrael on a personal level, like actually having a conversation with him, and I want to because he's pretty cool. Cycles of endings and beginnings, revelations and realizations. So we may have some revelations or realizations come through, but they feel very freeing. Okay, so it may establish more freedom in our lives. So be open to it. We may also find that we're outgrowing certain situations and beliefs. It's all good stuff. Okay. So those are that was the information that I got for the month of May. What I would like to do is pull a card, a collective card for the entire group to see what comes through. Okay, so so listen, I can't do this with stuff flying around the room. I'm going to pull a collective card, and I already opened it. So I'm going to pull a card from the Whispers of Love. Now, I don't use this deck that much, but I was called to it today because it was kind of sticking out of my container where all of my cards are. So I'm like, let's just use it and see what comes through. Alrighty. So, calling upon Mother, Father God, here's all that is from the highest vibration of love and light, spiritual team, the highest vibration of love and light. What messages do you have for those in the Galactic Healing Circle? Will be our highest and best good for this month, the month of May. What is it you need to know? Yeah, this month definitely feels like a sensitive month. They're showing me the color orange and just like intensity. Yeah, lots of sensitivity this month. So just be mindful, okay? Know that if something gets to you really deeply, it may not necessarily be what's happening. It may be partially how you're receiving it or responding to it. So just be mindful of your emotions this month. You might be extra sensitive, might be extra emotional, but we're also being guided to connect with our inner child through those emotions. But just know if something really gets to you, it might not necessarily be the actual thing. It might just be that you're very sensitive, okay? So in states like that, just honor how you feel. Okay, all right, so I got the card. Let's see. Oh, look at this. It's perfect. Slow down. Wow. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. So this is all about taking care of ourselves. This is all about taking time to slow down. And then to also just kind of like reflect on where we've been, reflect on where we are in the present moment. What I feel as I tune into this, I feel like my body's starting to kind of shut down. So I feel like I'm going to sleep. Obviously, she looks like she's sleeping. But I really do feel that in myself, that my body's getting really, really relaxed as I go through this card energetically. So what I get the sense of is now is not the time to push anything. I mean, I feel like we get that a lot, not to push anything. Hi, Monica, how are you? This is really a time to nurture yourself, to connect to, like I said, your emotions, to connect to your spirit, to rest, to pay attention to your dreams, because there's a lot of healing that's going to be happening as you rest and get sleep. You may feel guided to take extra naps during the day. This is the time to do it. Okay. What I get the sense of too is to I'm sorry. There's a couple on here that looks, they're supposed to be dancing, but it looks like he's about to punch her. I'm just saying. The way his arm is positioned. So I just feel like, yeah. So as I look at this card, it's very interesting because I feel like as she's lying there, have you guys ever just like lied down in bed after you've gotten up and you've just sat there, just lying down and just reflecting, and you're allowing yourself to feel all your feelings? That's what this card feels like. Just allow yourself to feel all your feelings, to be in that state. I'm very drawn to the candles as well, because I feel like this is about like self-care in the sense of setting the mood, setting the energy in your space. So maybe spend some time, light some candles in your space to get yourself relaxed. It may very well help if you light some candles. Oh, yeah. For some people, it may be a time to just process. Got some stuff to process. May also be a time to reflect on your goals and your dreams. So definitely a period of reflection and contemplation. With the number 9, it may also be a time of endings, as we said before, endings and beginnings. So just allowing yourself time to reflect on, the recent cycle that has ended, and just allowing yourself to be there. I'm just looking at this to see if there's anything else. It's a very dreamy card too. Very dreamy. One last thing that I want to share with the card is that some people may be reflecting on things that have been disappointing to them, things that didn't work out exactly the way they wanted to. So you may need some time to just kind of reflect on those things and to allow yourself to feel that feeling of disappointments. Like, it didn't work out. Kind of, I get like the 5 of Cups kind of energy, which is kind of like crying over spilled milk and being disappointed at something that did or didn't go exactly the way you hoped. But I feel like this is a good time for you in those moments of reflection, to give yourself permission to surrender to the process and to be mindful of your expectations, and just know that whatever way things have turned out or worked out for you is what helped you to be who you are today. So it helped to develop your character, your personality, your beauty. So just allowing yourself to be in that state, okay? So I hope that was helpful. I feel like that was in perfect sync with the energy of this month. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get started with the meditation, okay? And as you know, these meditations are intuitively guided, so I don't, just checking the time, I don't plan these anymore. I used to. So we're just going to just get relaxed and see where spirit guides us at this time. So just sit in a comfortable position. You can sit or you can lie down, whatever is most comfortable for you. Close your eyes and just take 3 deep breaths in and out. One more time. And just continue to breathe. For now, just focus on your breath. And allow yourself to get very still. Just focusing on your breath. Just being mindful of it. Of the inhale and the exhale, the rise and fall of your chest. Just allow yourself to be at peace in this moment. Pay attention to your heart space and the sensations within your heart. And feel the love of the divine just radiate out through your heart space. And know that you are loved unconditionally on all levels. Going deeper and deeper into the energy of peace. And pay attention to the energy that you feel inward within yourself. So draw your attention inward. On the inside of your being. And notice that within the space inside of you, there is a stillness. There is a quiet. There is a steadiness in the flow of energy. Allow yourself to be in this space of stillness. It is within this space of stillness that resides within you that you can tune into your intuition and the energy of your soul. And know that you can do this focusing on different energy centers. Focusing on the heart and then going within the heart, or focusing on the solar plexus and going into the solar plexus so that you are within, let's say, 2 to 4 inches within the solar plexus. And when you are deep within this space, you are tuning into your soul, your spirit, and the flow of energy that is here. And just allow yourself to feel that. And from there, see your energy radiate outward. So from residing in the stillness within, this energy radiates out so that this stillness, this peace, emanates from you at all times. And it is in this point of stillness within you that you have access to the goddess. Whether you're a man or a woman or whatever you identify with, this stillness and this quiet is the energy of the goddess, this place of receptivity, this place of knowing. You may notice your breath begin to get a little bit more shallow as you relax into this. And that is okay. This energy is always there in any time that you feel you need stillness in your life. Whenever things are going up and down or are cycling all over, you can return to this space of stillness within you. Now from within your inner space, draw a line from the top of your head, where your crown is, down through the center of the chakras, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, down to the root, and grounding the energy so that now you are calm and centered. And the energy of nature emerges here as well. So in that connecting to nature, it is much easier to connect to this inner stillness, this quiet and peace. Give yourself permission, allow yourself to be here. And pay attention, be mindful of anything that may emerge or come up for you at this time, or any time you practice this meditation or exercise. And know that this inner stillness is always here for you at all times. Now you can see either roots or cords of energy grounding your energy into the earth, into the planet. And as this happens, you are connected to the ley lines of the earth, to the energy pathways of the earth. And when you are connected to the energy pathways of the earth, you are connected to your own energy pathways and the direction that Spirit is trying to bring you. You are one with the earth and one with the all that is. and allow this grounding in the earth to energize you. So you can see the energy coming up from the earth, going up into your chakras and into your energy field and filling you up so that you are aligned and in perfect balance and harmony. May this bring you joy for your days ahead. As the energy of the earth energizes you. Embrace the wisdom of the earth as you come back into the present moment, into the space you are in now. On the count of 1, you'll open your eyes and be completely present and aware. 3, 2, 1. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that meditation. I hope it offered some help. I liked it. Thought it was very good. That was a very good meditation, actually. Yeah. Now, as I'm kind of sitting here, I get the sense of the animal kingdom. And what's interesting is that the energy of animals has been coming up a lot lately, for me and probably for other people too. But the energy of animals seems to be really strong and potent right now. So I would suggest, if you connect with this, to connect more strongly to your animal guide, your spirit animal or your power animal. And you can do so just by setting the intention, asking your spirit animal or power animal to make themselves known to you, and they'll start sending you signs in your environment and whatnot. But I keep seeing the wolf. I keep seeing the wolf. Okay? So, and the wolf is really good at helping you to stay steadfast on your path and not get distracted and to be a leader. So, and for some of you it may be different. For some of you maybe some kind of bird or something. But connecting to your power animal right now and in this month will be very helpful. And if you're called to help animals, that's another thing. You can look into that, okay? All right, so now we did the meditation. I hope that was helpful. I want to do the healing session next, and I'm going to set the intention to do this healing session to help remove blockages and anything else that we may need at this time. So all you really have to do is set the intention to receive the healing energy that I'll be sending, and I'm going to set my intention as well to send healing energy to the members of the Galactic Healing Circle. Okay, and I feel guided to put my hands up, so I'm going to do that. For someone specifically, I'm not sure who, I don't know how to describe this, but if anyone has been feeling as though they can't get it together, know that Spirit is supporting you, your guardian angel is there, and they're helping you out, okay? I feel like there's somebody who feels like they're trying to get their stuff together, but they feel like they're having a hard time. Just don't stress yourself out too much, okay? Know that you're being supported. We have Archangel Raphael coming through. Very interesting. I'm seeing the energies of green and blue together. Life purpose feels to be a big focus right now, and I know it's been a big focus. Like 2020 is like the life purpose year. Life purpose. So I feel like that connects with like our sense of connection to our life purpose through our heart, and then expressing it through the realms of our throat. Not always communication verbally, it could just be expression. I feel like spirit is going to help people, like push them along when it comes to their life purpose, because it feels like fear might be stopping some people. Fear of failure and things like that. I mean, technically you're always in your purpose because you're alive and you're living, and whatever you do that is heart-centered is your purpose, but they're more so talking about things that you feel called to do that you haven't done yet. So like big parts of your mission, like directed towards something. What they're saying too is they're going to help people to create a plan or strategy of some kind. I feel like they're saying some of you have been having issues with getting a sense of structure with the plans for your life purpose, or the goals that you want to achieve, or things that you want to carry out. So I feel like they're going to be helping you to get clear on a strategy. So you at least have like mini goals that you can accomplish, like step by step. This energy feels nice. It's very rejuvenating. Okay, Spirit is helping you with the strength of the mind as well, helping you to not give up, to be perseverant, and also to not allow other people to deter you from what you want to do. They're saying this is your path, okay? This is your destiny. If other people don't understand it, that's their problem. They're not meant to understand it. But you still have to follow your intuition and follow your heart when it comes to your life purpose, or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in your life. People not understanding it is part of the path, because it helps empower you and to be able to trust your intuition with what you want to do. And it also helps, it inspires others to follow their dreams regardless of what other people say. Wow. More communication through the heart and the throat. So you may be expressing yourself more from a heart-centered space, but it's beautiful because it's like whatever you express is going to have love always lining it. It's a really beautiful thing. Always speaking from your heart and expressing who you are from a heart-centered space. There's wisdom that some of you need to share as well, that you've been carrying along. And they're saying you've already achieved a lot, so give yourself some credit. Ooh, okay. Felt it coming right through my face. Okay, I'm going to start wrapping things up in a moment. Okay, I just want to move the hands around, so this is like your energy body that I'm smoothing out. That's also to shield you, I feel. Sealing in the energies. All right, so I set the intention to call the energy back. And I leave the healing energies that you have absorbed with you as well. I'm just grounding the energies down now, so that they're clear and vibrant and aligned and balanced. May you be balanced and clear and aligned. Okay. All right, healing session done. 6:12. Okay. All right, guys, are you ready to start with the cards? I know you're ready. I know for a lot of people, it's like their favorite part. Now, I hate to do this to you, but I just want to use the bathroom before I start, because I hate when I have to use the bathroom and I've already started reading. I will be back. Okay, I am back. Hi, Carolyn. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're here too. It's nice that we have this time to do this now, so more people are able to be live with us. Okay, so let me take a drink of water, and I'm gonna let you know the deck that I'm using. I don't think I've ever used this deck in this circle. I'm going to be using the Psychic, well, it's the Psychic Tarot. This is actually the first deck that I have ever, no, this is the, sorry. When I first started reading publicly, like in person, this was the deck that I started using. And this deck was actually given to me by the person who ran the shop that I started to work at and started to give readings at. And I was so scared, guys. Like, he tried to put me in the back room to start the same day. I didn't even know, like, what, I had no idea, like, I didn't expect to start doing readings that day. And I was like, I don't have a deck. And that was like my out of like, yeah, I can't do readings now because I don't have a deck. He's like, oh, take this one. And I'm like, shoot. But that was Spirit's way of pushing me into the public, okay? So this is the first deck that I ever started reading publicly with. So that's why it looks old. It's a few years old. But it's a very good deck. More of a visual tarot. More clear symbolism. So it's really good. All right, so I'm curious. The first person I'm going to be reading for is Tamika. Okay. Okay, Tamika, what I'm seeing for you is choose wisely. So there may be a decision that you need to make. There may be some sort of decision that you need to make, and they're asking you to choose wisely. And you may feel like you've come to a point of like a stalemate. Make sure whatever choice you make that it's heart-centered and not based on any sort of frustration or anger, or make sure it's not too emotional, okay? So make sure that it's a pure decision, okay? Whatever you choose. All right, let's see what comes out for Tamika. All right, I feel like I want to take up the first card here. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, you got a really good card. Love begins, and that would be the equivalent of the Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning for you, Tamika. So what this is saying is that because it's a new beginning, you want to make sure that any sort of, let's say, baggage that you've been carrying is left in the past, okay? So with this new beginning, this is a new start. This is a renewal of energy coming in for you, okay? And I feel like this is a chance for you to feel better, like better, to feel refreshed, to feel like that spark of zest for life, you know? That's what it feels like. It just feels like a new beginning. And, you know, this is a period of emotional fulfillment is what I'm hearing. Okay, Tamika? So it's a very heart-centered energy for you in this month. So it's very similar to what I sensed in the beginning for everybody for the month of May, that it's a month of, you may feel emotionally renewed some point during the month, or you may go through trials and tribulations and then you feel renewed. But I feel like, I get a sense like my heart is like beaming right now with this energy. So you may feel like your heart is just charged up. And you may start to feel love. It could be for yourself, could be for life, could be for someone, okay? But there is this sense of deep love. I'm hearing connection. So this could be with a person. You might be feeling a connection with somebody, but love is here for you, okay? Hi, Swati. How are you? Let's see. Next person I'm going to be reading for is Jamar. Jamar, let's see. Jamar, I'm seeing like a light blue color in your energy field, light blue, and then the numbers 4 and 5. So, and I feel like the energy is like piercing through my throat. So I just feel like like an increased energy within my throat chakra. So you may notice an increase in communication. You may feel called to express yourself more. And I get something with your mom. So there's some sort of energy with your mom, but I'm being shown for you to make sure that you communicate clearly. Whatever it is that you feel, communicate clearly. I feel like sometimes you may hold back with communication sometimes because you don't want to be judged. Okay, so it's a good time for you to communicate clearly. Oh, I'm good, Swati. Yeah, it's okay. Honestly, these days, it's like a day where it's like we need more rest. And we already touched upon that. Okay, so if you watch the live from the beginning, once it's all over, you'll see, like, it makes a lot of sense why you needed the sleep. All right, Jamar. Oh, wow. So you got the Shadow card, which is the equivalent of, I think that's the Devil card. Is that the Devil card? I think it is. So you got the Shadow card. I feel like I want to look it up just to be sure. It doesn't matter, but you know, I don't like to say things and no, I'm wrong. This is why I wanted to look it up. Devil card. The Devil card is 15. So what's 18 in tarot? Oh, the moon. Sorry. It's the moon card. Okay, so the shadow is the moon card. So you may find yourself in a position where you're in a bit of an internal battle. Okay? So it feels to me, what I'm getting the sense of is that there is positive movement forward. So things are moving forward. And at the same time, you may find that as things move forward and as you reach this period where you end a cycle, that your fears may start to crop up. Okay? You may have fears start to crop up. You may have doubts that start to crop up. And you may find yourself in this internal battle between the new you that's trying to emerge and the past that's trying to creep back in and cause you to doubt yourself and to doubt what you're doing. And it feels to me like there's this doubt when it comes to your abilities and your strengths and your talents. And what I get the sense of is that there's a lot of healing that's being done for you on an emotional level. And this makes me feel like, I feel like if I'm you, I had a past where, I don't know, I just feel ashamed, or I feel like I'm like ashamed, or I just feel like bad about myself. I don't know. I feel like there's something that you're healing where you're healing some sort of guilt, you're healing some sort of shame, you're healing that. But what I get the sense of is that other people did stuff to make you feel that way. Okay, so those parts of your shadow are going to be coming up this month to be healed. Okay, so Jamar, I hope that was helpful for you. That's why I wanted to use this deck, because this deck is deep. Okay, it goes deep and it's very healing. The next person I'm going to be reading for is Shayna. Hi, Becca. Shayna, let's see what card you get. Shayna, I get for you the energy that's just very reflective of this month, and that's contemplation and reflection. That's what I get. It's a time to just kind of go within and seek answers from within. Also, spend time in, if you have a sacred space set up, please spend time in your sacred space without expectation. Just allowing yourself to sit. You can either meditate or not. Just sit there. But just allow yourself to be in your sacred space, because your sacred space has an elevated vibration. And once you create a sacred space, it like puts you in a space of connecting to your higher self and your spirit. You're welcome, Jamar. Hi, Becca. Okay. All right. So Shayna, I got your card. Let's see what it is. Oh, ooh, girl, look. Your intuition. Look at that. I love this card. So that's the High Priestess. Isn't that amazing? All right, Shayna. All right, Shayna. You got the High Priestess, intuition. Your intuition is going to be awakening. It's going to be expanding like crazy. So you have to pay attention to whatever you feel come to you. Whatever pops up in your head, whatever pops up through your... I personally get a mixture of two abilities. Claircognizance, so that's clear knowing. So just getting a sense of knowing that just comes to you, as well as clairvoyance. Okay? So this is telling you to pay attention to whatever your intuition is telling you, whatever is popping up in your head, whatever you're being shown, to trust that information. Also pay attention to your dreams. What I get the sense of is that you might start to deepen in your astral travels. So you may find that astral travel happens more often for you. Okay? Really, your dreams are going to be very revealing. I get the sense, too, that whether you realize it or not, you may be exploring the realms of the Akashic Records while you're sleeping, okay? So there's some sort of information or knowledge that is going to be revealed to you, and maybe one day you just wake up and you notice that you just know things that you didn't know before, okay? What I get the sense of is that there is some sort of past life that you had as a High Priestess that is awakening now. Okay, and you're going to be tapping into this intuition as well as this inner wisdom and knowledge. Whew, yes, I love it. Amazing card. So, Shayna, I hope that was helpful for you. All right, next person I'm going to be reading for is Monica. Monica, let's see. Oh, wow, your card flipped out. Oh, my goodness. So I'm just going to go with it. You're welcome, Shayna. Okay, Monica, you got the card Light, which is the Sun card, okay? That's the Sun card. And that's beautiful. So 19. Light, light, light. Wow. So let me sit with this for a second. I really like to sit with your energy first to see what I get without the cards, but I just feel like this energy that you're going to be illuminated. I feel like you are going to be filled with this energy of divine light. And I feel like it's bursting through you, like you are bursting with this light. And as you burst with this light, you're going to be releasing and clearing out stuff that is not in resonance with this light. I see a lot of energy around the crown chakra coming in here for you. This energy is very pure. What I get the sense of too is what I'm seeing is the energy of awakening. So there may be some sort of awakening that's happening for you. You may find yourself in a position where you start to see yourself a bit differently. And then because you see yourself differently, you present yourself to the world a bit differently. So I see the energy of awakening here. Shoot, I saw something else and I can't remember. I just feel like your connection with the divine is going to be strengthening. I get the sense of like your higher self, you being more so in touch with your higher self. I mean, I feel like since the beginning, you've always had that connection, but I feel like it's going to be getting stronger in the month of May. And I feel like with that, you're going to be coming to some realizations about yourself, but they feel good. They feel like good realizations, like things that make you feel good, basically, about yourself and about who you are. I almost get the sense of like an angelic activation or some sort of realization, even connecting with the angelic realm more, okay? So this is a beautiful card. Wow, okay. So, Monica, I hope that was helpful for you. Next person I'm going to be reading for is Carolyn. If you guys don't know, I do these readings in the order in which I received the payments, okay? So Carolyn, you're next. Let's see what comes through for you. Carolyn, make sure you're grounding your energy, okay? You're welcome, Monica. Make sure you're grounding your energy. I feel like there's this sense of reconnecting to your foundation, so your root chakra. So make sure that you're paying attention to the energy of your root chakra, focusing on it to balance it, eating root vegetables to balance it. But I feel like you're just getting more earthy too. You're connecting with the earth more. So that's what I get the sense of. Okay, Carolyn. All right, Carolyn, you got the wisdom card. We have a lot of major arcanas coming out. Isn't that crazy? That's how you know this month might be crazy, because there's a lot of major arcanas that have come out so far. All right, so this is the wisdom card, which is supposed to be the Hierophant in traditional tarot. But this card tells me that you have a lot of wisdom that you're being encouraged to share. But what this wisdom feels like to me is that this feels like ancestral wisdom. This is wisdom that has been passed down to you through your parents, grandparents, great-great-grandparents, all the way back in time. And some of it has been passed down through experience, but some of it is just through your bloodline, through your DNA. So I feel like this energy is one where you're going to be reconnecting to your ancestral wisdom, your sense of knowing within. There could be certain practices that you're able to connect to more deeply because of the ancestral wisdom. What I get the sense of too is that your ancestors are going to be guiding you more, okay? And they're going to be telling you what to do, you know, what direction to go in, what to say, what to, you know, they're going to be pointing the compass for you. So this card is telling you to listen to the wisdom of your ancestors because they're with you and they're guiding you. And I'm very drawn actually to the purple robe that he's wearing because I feel like, I actually feel like I want to say too that when I connect to this card, I see a past life. Now, I've been doing a lot of past life work, so I'm seeing past lives more easily these days. But I get the sense that perhaps in a past life, Carolyn, that you might have been some sort of either monk or some sort of priest of some kind. But what I'm receiving confirmation for that. I feel that in that lifetime, you were more so isolated. I don't know if you are now, but in that lifetime where you were a monk or a priest or whatever, you were very isolated. So you weren't around a lot of people. You were very much a hermit. Okay, so you did a lot of spiritual work on your own. You did a lot of journeying on your own. And I also feel like you wandered a lot. So you did a lot of traveling. So you were always going from place to place, looking to learn, looking to share. Okay. I don't know why they wanted to express that to you, but that's just so you know. Maybe it'll click and make more sense to you. But I feel like there's this sense that this is what's coming through in this lifetime as well, is the ancestral wisdom that's been passed down to you and just your theme for this lifetime. It's coming from the energy of higher knowledge, higher attainment. So that's one of the reasons why it's so important to you in this lifetime. Okay, Carolyn, so I hope that was helpful for you. That was kind of deep. Next person I'm going to be reading for is Letitia. Letitia, I'm seeing the number 6 for you. This feels relevant to the home, so I'm curious what Spirit wants to say about that. Now, I'm curious, have you been having any sort of issues within the home lately in terms of home dynamics, or not just with people, but with your actual house or wherever it is that you live? I don't know, I just get the sense of not being fully comfortable in my position when it comes to home and perhaps even family. Okay, so I'm going to pull the top card here and see what comes up. But I do get the sense that there's going to be some healing around the home area, okay, whether it be family or people that you live with, or just your house in general. I just feel like there's going to be some healing within your home life, okay? You're welcome, Carolyn. Balance is your card, Letitia. What I'm hearing is balance in your approach. I'm also hearing balance by seeing both sides of the story. So I feel like there may be a sense where Spirit is asking you to see things from another perspective and be balanced. I keep hearing being balanced in your approach, okay? So, what I get the sense too is being well-rounded when it comes to your activities. Whatever it is that you take on as tasks throughout the day, make sure that whatever you're doing, that it's balanced. So it could be making sure that you're not spending all of your time working, that you're spending some time doing stuff that you enjoy, or not spending your whole time just kind of like lying in bed. I'm not just saying you're doing that, but just to give you an example. Making sure that you're not spending all your time, let's say, lying in bed and doing nothing, and make some time for work, or, you know, some activities that bring you a sense of like achievement or whatever. And so, yeah, it's physical, and then at the same time, it's also mental. It's like making sure that you're able to see all sides of an argument, seeing all sides of a story, seeing both sides of the coin. So there's a sense that your perspective might be opening up a little bit. So you may start to see things differently when it comes to situations that have happened to you, situations that involve other people. It's just saying, like, consider all sides is what I'm hearing. There was something else they showed me and I forgot. Okay. Let's see if I can remember. I don't think I can remember. Okay. Letitia, I hope that was helpful for you. If I get that other insight, I'll let you know. Swati is next. Excuse me. Forgiveness is a big theme for you, Swati. Okay, you have Goddess Kuan Yin coming through, okay? Swati, you have Goddess Kuan Yin coming through. And I feel that the energy has been a bit harsh around you lately. I feel like you need to ease up a little bit when it comes to yourself. I also feel like you may be easily triggered right now, so just be mindful of that, of any triggers on your energy, anything that makes you feel like agitated. I just feel like your energy is a bit agitated right now. You're sensitive to whatever is happening right now. I also feel like the road has been a bit kind of like rocky for you. Could be on an emotional level, or just basically experience, but I'm feeling some rockiness there. So just be mindful of your approach when it comes to how you're dealing with situations, and how you're talking to yourself, how you're dealing with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself right now. You can call on Goddess Kuan Yin to help you have compassion for yourself. All right, so Swati, your card is the Heart Chakra. Big cards, guys. Big cards. Yeah. See, that other card, the Balance card, is a major arcana too. Yo, what is up? All right, so the Heart Chakra for you, Swati. Now is the time to heal your heart. What I get the sense of, they're making me feel what I tend to feel, or what I used to feel when I was healing my heart, and the pain that would be in my heart physically was frigging awful. Awful. It felt like just sharp pain going through my heart. Now, of course, if you got pain on your arm and you can't breathe, then call the hospital. But when it comes to this kind of pain, you'll know the difference. It's like an energetic heart pain. But I get the sense of, now is the time to heal your heart, because it feels to me like you have some barriers around your heart because you've been stabbed energetically, emotionally. So what this card says to me is that Spirit is going to be taking you deeper into the realms of your heart so you can heal, so you can release, so you can feel more at peace, so you can relax some and let your guard down. They're saying it feels like there's some sort of guard around your heart right now. You're protecting it, which is fine. But Spirit is going to be helping you to release some of that baggage from your heart, okay? You have Lord Ganesh coming through for you, and he says he can help you to heal your heart and take you deeper into it. Let's see, anything else? As you heal your heart too, you'll have more wisdom come through. Lord Ganesh, Archangel Shamuel. So those are the two energies that you want to connect to when it comes to healing your heart. Ganesh will take you into the wisdom of your heart. He'll help you to heal your heart, so you can go deeper into it. Archangel Shamuel can help you to heal past relationships, but then also, if your healing process has been intense, he can kind of smooth it out for you so it's not so jarring. Okay? All right, Swati. I hope that was helpful for you. Next person I'm going to be reading for is Crystal. I'm distracted by all the noise going on outside. Um, Crystal, I'm seeing your eyelashes. I don't know. I'm seeing your eyelashes. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's like makeup or something, but I'm seeing your eyelashes. Like they're showing me your eyes, your physical eyes. And I'm seeing like pink around you for self-love. Okay, I'm trying to see if I want to shuffle more for... Yeah, no, I'm done. Okay, Crystal. Oh, Crystal. Okay, you got emotional loss. Don't let it scare you, okay? I know when I used to read at first, man, these cards used to make me jump. I used to hate these cards. I still kind of do, but not as much anymore. I could read through them. So you got the emotional loss card. There's something that's been on your mind lately, is what I'm hearing. It feels like there's something that you're replaying in your head over and over and over again. It's something that you cannot let go of. Now, I'm not saying you can't, but you may feel that way right now. You may feel as if you're having a hard time letting it go, okay? Spirit wants to bring your attention to any patterns that keep repeating for you, okay? Whether it be certain thoughts that you keep having, that you keep replaying, whether it's certain events that you keep replaying. I don't know why I'm hearing vacation, so I don't know if you, well, you can't take a vacation right now, but I'm getting a sense of vacation, so we'll keep that in mind. But this feels to me like mental patterns, mental cycles that keep repeating themselves, that are giving you a hard time. It's keeping you from being fully open and trusting in the process and opening your heart, okay? What I get the sense of too, they're saying anytime something good happens, or anytime something happens that makes you feel kind of excited, you have a tendency to fall back into this. So it's almost like you can't even allow yourself to fully enjoy it because you're afraid, well, what if this happens again? You know, what if I get hurt again? What if I get let down again? It's almost like you can't even fully enjoy your life because of this, okay? So I'm going to see what I was seeing, what recommendations does Spirit have? And what they're saying is just know that it's okay to let go of this. That's your main thing, is to let go of it, you know? Because I feel like when I tune into this, my head, my thoughts are like blocking everything else. It's almost like I can't even think clearly, and I understand that. I've been there, let me tell you. It causes anxiety. It feels like it causes anxiety. It's almost like I can't trust, and it's like I'm holding myself here, like, no, nope, I'm not gonna allow you to go there. So what Spirit is saying is that you have to allow yourself to let this go. You have to allow yourself to let it go. Take a deep breath and know that the past does not equal the present. Whatever you've had to go through in the past, you've had to go through for whatever reason, but for whatever reason, it made you stronger. It made you a better person, okay? And also know that you're different now, okay? You're different now, okay? Things are different now, okay? You don't have to keep repeating the same things over and over again. And they want to reassure you it is fear-based. It's not rooted in truth. I know sometimes that may confuse you. You may confuse your intuition with your fear. It is not rooted in truth. It's rooted in fear. So they're saying be mindful of your fears, okay? And allow those past patterns to fall away, okay? So Crystal, I hope that was helpful for you. Next person I'm going to read for is Tavon. Tavon, my dear, hope you're doing well. I'm seeing take time to breathe for you, Tavon. No rush, okay? Whether you're actually physically putting things out there or you're just thinking about it, feeling like, oh, I have to make sure I get this done in a certain time. Be mindful of putting too much pressure on yourself, okay? And Tavon, Have you been considering entrepreneurship? Is that something in your mind? Even if it's not full-time, have you been considering that? Because I feel that's something that's coming up. Oh, look at you. Solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus. Okay, so for Tavon, let's see what that's about. You're welcome, Crystal. Tavon, this is about you coming into a space of empowerment, exceeding your own expectations. Okay? What this also tells me, though, is that you want to start speaking positive words to yourself. Okay? Okay, thank you for confirming that, because that's what I was seeing. Speak kindly of yourself, okay? Because when I tune into the solar plexus chakra card for you, I feel a bit of a struggle there. I feel like I'm struggling to kind of like let the energy flow in this area. So you may be having some, I feel like there's some heaviness there. I'm curious where the heaviness is coming from. But you may be scared to fully pursue something that you're not fully used to. So what I get the sense of, you want to work on your solar plexus chakra. One of the things that you can do to work on your solar plexus chakra is actually exercise. Exercise, especially when you're strengthening the physical stomach area. I'm not saying anything, okay? I'm just letting you know, regardless of what you look like. Strengthening the stomach area, whether it be through crunches or even when you're doing cardio exercise, keeping the core taut and toned when you're doing that is really good for the solar plexus. I feel that would be very helpful to you. What they're also showing me, though, is any kind of movement. So it could be traditional exercise, it could be dance, okay? What I'm hearing is that this is to help get the creative juices flowing. A lot of that energy is going to come from the solar plexus chakra for you, that creative energy. But what they are saying again is easy does it. So there's no rush necessarily to figure it all out now. You have time. And what I'm getting the sense of, for some reason I'm seeing like 5 months. So it may be up to 5 months before something big happens. So you have time. And, you know, that time is not set in stone. I'm just giving you what I sense. But yeah. What else here? Yeah, movement, dance, get the creative juices flowing. It'll also energize you. Give you more energy to work with, okay? I feel connecting to the element of fire. That could be like your passions, lighting candles. You can see like a fire lighting up in your solar plexus area. Doing yoga is really good for lighting the fire in the belly. This will also help you to get yourself out there. So you have the confidence to put yourself out there without harsh criticism or judgment. Okay? So, Tavon, I hope that has been helpful for you. Just follow your heart, okay? When it comes to your, the self-employment thing. Oh, yeah, Swati, I understand. Girl, let me tell you, I've been there. It is hard. It is very difficult. And just know that there's a process to it. You know, it is a process of healing. It takes a while. I actually talked about that in my last Patreon class, about the journey of the heart and the different phases that we go through when we're healing our hearts. A lot of times we have to cycle through things over and over again. Cycling through our beliefs about love, our beliefs about whether love for others, love for ourselves, how we receive it, our parents. I mean, there's so much to go through. There's so much to go through. So just, you know, have patience with that process. You know what I mean? Now, okay. I don't know, I'm seeing a child come in for you, and I feel like we've talked about this before. So there's somebody, like there's a childlike energy that's coming in beside you. Well, I don't know if this is my right or your right, but it could be your left. Oh, it doesn't matter, but there is an energy of a childlike energy with you, and it's a boy. So just with you and supporting you as you heal. Tavon, yeah, oh, I'm glad it resonated. Yeah, I understand. It's part of the process, and I feel you'll get there. I really do. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay? All right, so I hope that was helpful for you, Tavon. Carolina is next. Carolina, I'm seeing the energy of increased support for you, so there may be some extra help coming your way soon. So just be optimistic about that. Okay, your card. Ooh, a lot of chakras. So so cool. A lot of major arcanas and chakras. Very cool. You got the crown chakra, Carolina. Carolina, this is the time for you to reconnect to your spirituality. Okay? This is the time for you to reconnect to your spirituality, to reconnect to your higher self, to reconnect to your I am presence, to reconnect to the divine. One, it's for peace, but two, it's so you don't feel that you're so responsible for everything all the time, okay? Oh, you're welcome, Swati. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't know who this boy is. Very interesting that he popped up. But Carolina, this is a time for you to get back in touch with your sense of spirituality. One of the things that you might be doing during this period is reevaluating. You may be reevaluating your beliefs a bit, and you may be reevaluating what it means for you to be spiritual. You may be toggling between, let's say, the religion that you grew up with and your sense of personal connection with the divine. Okay, so you may be going back and forth with that. Oops. But now is the time for you to reconnect with that God/goddess presence within you. Just know that this can be done by going inward. So do that like through the meditation that we did earlier. That's a good way to do it. You can imagine your crown chakra opening up by imagining a light radiating from it. But also simple activities like prayer are also very good. For whatever reason, Carolina, I feel like I want to recommend very traditional, almost religious methods of connection for you, just because I feel like it might be a part of your upbringing. So I feel like I want to recommend it. You could do whatever you want, but I feel like in conjunction with like what we do, you may also want to consider like traditional forms of prayer, connecting with Archangel Michael. Like if you have one of those little prayer cards, looking at his picture, connecting through certain types of music, could be religious music. The thing is like, I'm big on spirituality without religion, but I am also very big on people following whatever it is that they feel is going to help them to connect. And it may be different depending on the person. Some people may connect more to Catholicism. Some people may connect more to Buddhism. Some people may connect more to, Judaism. And, I personally, I think religion is a beautiful thing as long as you're not hurting anyone. And I think it can be it can be very beautiful and personal depending on the person. Okay. So I feel like I want to tell you to kind of like, if there's something that you want to do that calls to you, don't resist it, even if it seems religious, okay? Even if it seems like something, like I feel like I see you lighting like 7-day candles, like it may be traditional stuff that maybe you grew up in terms of your family, what they did. Don't be afraid to do that, like to explore that, okay? So Carolina, I hope that was helpful for you. Next person I'm going to read for is Rebecca. Alrighty, let's see, Becca, let's see what comes through for you, what it is that you need to know. One of the things I feel like I want to tell you, Rebecca, is to be mindful of any sort of synchronicities. Like if you see certain numbers, like 1111 especially, be mindful of those numbers, okay? I also feel like the number 4 stands out. So those are all signs and symbols of the divine connecting to you. But I feel personally, especially when you see the number 4, that feels like a feminine energy. So there may be like, that may be like a certain goddess that's connecting to you, or a divine feminine energy that's connecting to you and encouraging you to connect with your divine feminine. All right, I pulled your card. Let's see what it is. Ooh, you got the sacral chakra. This is so interesting. The sacral chakra. Okay. All right, so let me see what this is about. The sacral chakra for you, Becca, what I get the sense of is that this is encouraging you to connect to yourself within the level of your passions and your emotions, okay? This feels like a very physical card, but on an emotional level. So this is encouraging you to connect with your emotions, but also the sensations in your body. Basically what this is doing is that this card is telling you to get back in touch with your feelings. So your emotions, but also what you feel in your physical body, your intuitive feelings, your sense of knowing within your physical body, okay? They're saying that you may have been disconnected from this for some time. You may have gotten to a point where for some time you've ignored your feelings, and the more that you ignore stuff, the more it goes away. I'm not saying it permanently does, but you know, all these things, they're there, but we have to be aware of them, and we have to connect to them in order to have that be a part of our reality. So this is telling you to really get back in touch with those feelings, those emotions, those sensations in your body. I feel like that's something that you're going to be reconnecting to. The sacral chakra is also in charge of your sense of sexuality, so you may be guided to reconnect to that as well. Your sense of pleasure, or you know, and that doesn't necessarily just have to be sexual in the physical sense. It could be in a creative sense as well. But this area feels to be expanding for you. It feels to be expanding. So just be mindful of your emotions. Be mindful of your emotional body, your emotional self, because as the sacral chakra begins to expand, that can bring some sensitivity with it, okay? The sacral chakra is also, depending, because it's mostly women in here, it can be a very feminine chakra as well. So that is a big part of your feminine energy also. I'm just sitting with this for a second. There's something coming through, but I want to see what it is. What I'm seeing as well, Becca, is that they're telling you to get some exercise. Get some physical body movement in, if you can, if you haven't already done so. So this is telling you to make sure you move your body. That'll help to bring the sacral chakra into balance, okay? So pay attention to your feelings, your emotions, your sensations. Your intuition will heighten with this as well. And make that your priority this month, okay? So I hope that was helpful for you, Becca. I'm going to take some water in. Okay. Next person I'm going to read for is Makazia. Makazia, you have I feel like two energies coming in, but they're not separate. They're kind of related. One energy I'm seeing is be gentle with yourself. Okay? Be very gentle with yourself. This month is a nurturing month for you. That's one of the first things that I feel. And the second energy is very similar, and it's about self-care. Okay? I almost get the sense that you're healing from something. Okay? Or that you're going through this period of recovery in some sort of way. So just be mindful of that, and just be mindful of your energy and your physical body, and take care of yourself right now. All right, I'm going to choose this card here and see what comes out. Okay. Finally, not a major arcana or a chakra card. So you got recognition and reward. Now, that's interesting. All right, so let me sit with this for a second. I'm actually surprised that this came out. This makes me feel like there's some sort of victory that's here for you. What I'm hearing, Spirit is saying you should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself, of everything that you have achieved so far, okay? So, what I'm getting the sense of is this card is the indication of a job well done. Okay? And you may receive that physically. So you may receive a reflection of that within your environment coming from other people. But I more so get the sense that they're saying, give yourself a pat on the back. Take this time to give yourself a pat on the back, to be proud of yourself, to give yourself the credit that you deserve. Try not to look too much outside of yourself for that credit. Give yourself that pat on the back, okay? And also, in that same energy, give yourself time to recover from anything that has been taxing on you. So if you're tired, give yourself a chance to rest and to recover. Also, if you feel like you need to talk to someone about anything, do that. Don't be afraid to reach out to others to talk and express yourself. I feel like there may be a tendency at times, Makazia, to feel lonely or to feel like you don't have people around you. But I feel like Spirit is saying don't be afraid to reach out either if you need help with something, or if you need somebody to talk to, if you need encouragement, or if you need support or love. Don't be afraid to reach out, but also don't get too attached to getting credit from other people. I'm not saying you can't, but the main focal point for you is to give yourself the credit that you deserve, you know, to love yourself, to give yourself that pat on the back, okay? So, I hope that was helpful for you, Makazia. Oh, awesome. Becca, I'm glad it resonated. Makazia, I hope that was helpful for you. Next person I'm going to read for is Bibiana. Bibiana, I'm seeing a lot of yellow for you, actually. A lot of yellow. The yellow feels pretty empowering, actually. But I see that the yellow is an energy of manifestation as well. So I get the sense that Spirit is helping you to start to manifest things into the physical realm. You're also being given courage to do so. Yeah, there's something about bringing things into fruition physically. So you may notice that things start to manifest a little bit faster or more, like there's an increase in manifestation coming in. All right, Viviana, your card is, okay, you got, not my favorite card, but you got heartache and loss. That's the Three of Swords in traditional tarot. All right, so let's sit with this and see what it's about. I honestly, I can't even remember what I told you before when I was shuffling the cards. Oh yeah, the yellow. Okay. All right, so let's see what this card has for you, Viviana. Try not to let yourself enter into the energy of, I almost get like self-deprecation or being too hard on yourself. I feel this energy is asking you to be forgiving towards yourself. And I do see the number 3 as being relevant and specific to hurts and guilts and things that have happened to you that have been really, really hurtful to you. I don't know, it feels like you feel bad about something. Feels like you feel bad about something, something's on your mind, you're having a hard time getting over it. I get like almost like being attached to these things. I almost get the sense that you keep reflecting on it over and over again. So what I get the sense of, Viviana, this month will be a big healing month for you. I actually feel that you can call in the energy of Christ, you can call in the energy of Jesus to help you with healing your heart. Because I feel like as I connect to this energy for you, I almost feel like a child. Like I feel like if I'm feeling this way, I feel like I'm a kid again. So this could be something that spans back throughout time as well, like this feeling of guilt and pain. Okay, let me see if there's anything else here. Yeah, this makes me feel like the sense of, let's say, an event that happens in the month that you feel guilty about. So there's something that might happen in the month that you may feel bad about, but don't be too hard on yourself, okay? It feels like it triggers emotions that you've had for a long time, where you tend to be very hard on yourself about things. And the purpose of whatever has happened, if it already happened or happens in the future, is to help you to see where you still carry these feelings of guilt and where you're too hard on yourself. Okay, Bibiana? It feels like there's certain things, and I feel like Spirit is saying you're being too hard on yourself for no reason either. It's like your own stuff. Like there's no reason for you to be that way with yourself. Okay, so take care. You know, all because other people have been hard on you throughout your life doesn't mean you have to be hard on yourself like this. Spirit wants to get you to heal these things. Okay, and to take a closer look at them. All right, Bibiana, so I hope that was helpful for you. Last person I'm going to be reading for is Megha. I try to pronounce the names properly because I know that in India or in the East, the names are pronounced a bit different. So I don't want to be too American, but okay. All right, so let me see what energies come through here. The energy of family comes up for you, Megha. I get this energy of family. Focus on family. So you may be reconnecting with family, connecting with family more deeply. Yeah, there's definitely a strong sense of family. But what I get the sense of too is that beyond just connecting with your physical family, your bloodline family, it feels like Spirit is helping you to connect to family that is not necessarily a part of your bloodline, but they're in the same soul family. So you may connect to them in such a way that is deep and you recognize it, but they may not necessarily be your blood family. There's something else coming through here. Spirit is also helping to bring healing to your family. So if there has been any kind of discord, if there's been any sort of disappointment, disagreement, if there's been any sort of loss of any kind within your family, Spirit is going to be helping to heal those energies, but then also make bridges, okay, form bridges within the family. So if there's been any sort of like disconnections, I feel like Spirit is going to be helping with that. Also, if there's been any sort of financial problems within the family, or where your family feels like, if there's a sense of hopelessness or just conflict, Spirit is going to be helping to heal stuff within the family, okay? Let's see what card you got. Oh, you got recognition and reward too. Okay. All right, so I have to sit with this for a moment. See what comes through here. I get a similar message as I did for the other person. You really should be proud of yourself. I feel like you've contributed so much. What I'm hearing is you give so much of yourself. You give so much of your time. You give so much of your energy. You give so much of your heart. One of the things I feel like I want to tell you is that it's very important to keep your energy as a priority. Because I feel like sometimes you forget about yourself. You feel like the kind of person to me that's always running around and trying to do things for people, okay? And then you forget about yourself. Let's say the person is always running around, taking care of everyone else's needs, and then forgets to eat. I'm not saying that happens to you, but that's the example I'm being shown, is that you need to be mindful of maintaining balance within your own energy, okay? You give a lot of yourself, but make sure that you are not draining your energy to give to others, because you're not helping anybody in that sense, really. Because that can build resentment with people too. If you're constantly giving and you're drained because of somebody else, that can build resentment, okay? And you don't want that. What I'm also seeing is to be mindful of your schedule. I get this sense of, shoot, I'm trying to make sense of this image that I'm seeing here. Make sure that you are not overwhelming yourself when it comes to your schedule, okay? So make sure that you're not, what they're saying is make sure that you're not trying to wear too many hats, okay? Hats in terms of responsibilities, okay? Make sure you're not trying to play too many roles, okay? There are other people out there that can play these roles. It is not necessary for you to play these roles, okay? So be mindful of your schedule, be mindful of your time, be mindful of how much energy that you are giving, okay? And make sure that you allow other people to help you too. The energy impression that I get from you is that you're the type who seems to you like giving and you like doing these things, but you also like to be the main one that is like in charge of things. So you like to stay on top of things. And if other people try to help you, you're like, no, because you feel that maybe other people will do it wrong or they won't do it the way you do it. So just give people a chance to help you out. All right. I also get the sense that Spirit is telling you to consult an expert about something. So there may be someone who is able to help you. And this may be relevant to the family situation. Yeah, I just feel like there may be someone who can help you, who can give you their advice, who can give you some, this feels like it could be an expert in, let's say, finances, in money. It's some mundane portions of your life. There may be someone like a financial expert or some sort of other expert that can help you with your needs or your family's needs. Okay? All right, so Mega, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that gave you some insight. And that's pretty much it. We have completed the Galactic Healing Circle. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in live. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribed. And to those who joined individually that don't plan on subscribing, I thank you as well. And I want to actually show you guys something. I just got this beautiful Labradorite ring, and I want you guys to be the first to see it. I'm going to just put it on. It looks better on, so I can kind of flash it. Look at that ring. Oh, you can't really see it with this lighting. This lighting is not as good. Shoot. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? This lighting still isn't that great, but I have been wanting to get a nice Labradorite ring for a long time, and I finally got one. It's kind of big, but I love it, okay? I just wanted to show you guys. So again, I hope that was helpful for you all. Leave me feedback, whether in the comments or you can message me privately if you have any feedback that you would like to give. And I send you all so much love, and I'll see you around soon. I want to post some other stuff in the group soon, and also just regular videos. So I'll see you all soon. Okay, so I send you all my love, and take care. Bye-bye.